Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Life with Jennifer. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Life with Jennifer. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Hey. All right. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this world. Welcome to the channel Life with Jennifer JM. Now I want to look at when will election call. We will not know in Jamaica when elections are going to call until when the ruling party will come out and make the nation know when it will be. But there are some little things that we can look at to give us an indication. Well, just reading this article saying JLP and PNP reviving engine for the general election. It gives you, when the article is read, a sense of understanding by looking deep into it. I can assure you, it won't be July. It won't be August. The Jamaica Labour Party will not run the election in September as what they did into coronavirus. Why they do it in coronavirus is because we all were home. Now, that's the time when the PNP also, the month when they do their conferences, and then JLP does theirs in November. So I believe the JLP, as it stands right now, is like a fluttering duck. It's like a fluttering duck, and they're going to try to see how best they can revive. And remember, they must start Spark program, and that Spark is a push for election, and it's not start up yet. So all these little things you have to take and realize, them not gonna do it yet, I don't see it for this year. So take it out of our mind. Take it out of our mind. But let me get into it, and then I'll tell you what I think, and you can tell me what you think, right? And the conversation will continue right there. But in life, you have to learn to look deep into things to see where it goes and see if you can get a better understanding of what it is. So, both political party senior members say they are treating their respective upcoming annual conference. So both parties say the annual conference. Even though you can't trust the other side, but anyway, so them say that, it means that the election not going to run for this year. Because after they keep the conference November, they wouldn't keep an election December. And I don't think Brogard will do that again, knowing that he done it before and was beaten by Portia Simpson Miller. So that is a lesson that somebody would walk away from. So they are treating the respective upcoming annual conference season as the last major internal mass mobilization effort before the next general election. The parliamentary poll are due by September 25. The ruling Jamaica Labour Party customary hold its conference in November, while the opposition People's National Party usually hosts its event in September. The upcoming conferences will be the first since the overdue local government election, were finally held in February, with the PNP seems by many pundit as the overperforming, while the JLP lost some shine. Well, don't take time. I come out and say it now. No, I want to say it before. But as the Holness administration wrap up its fourth year in its term, the political temperature is escalating as the times wind down to be announced polled. The PNP conference in September and the JLP conference in November would see the PNP mobilizing ahead of the JLP. The JLP Treasurer Darrell Valls noted last week. The JLP obviously does not want to lose the space to the PNP. The JLP had its area council one meeting last week, so expected to see both parties staying on the ground. But as you know, the winners come from the organization where the government need to transition from governance to governance and the politics, Val says. In terms of an election, only the PM or the Prime Minister can call that. But from my perspective, as a seasonal politician, as a member of Parliament, MP, for a time I am fully in gear in getting my constituency and the parish of Portland ready for an election anytime from the last quarter of 24 to September 25. So you hear what Darrell Valls is saying. That's what the reporter is saying. That he says he's getting his constituency ready from the last quarter of 24. That meaning said from September 24. Because September to December is the last. September, October, November, it's the last quarter of the year. To September 25. But I think we need to tone down the personal attack. And now listen to what I about to tone down the personal attack. Darrell Valls. Darrell Valls, isn't it? When him come out, did a spiral after Mark Golding. No matter what, he think to tone it down. You see them start something where they can fix? Alright. And one another and campaign and the plans, issue and program, the Portland Western MP says. PNP General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell said the PNP know this is an election conference. Yes, for us, this is the last conference before the election, barring any unforeseen issue. So we do know that this is our last conference before the general election, which we don't believe will be going into the summer of 2025. Either it's both ours and our last before the election, Campbell said on Friday. He said the party has been systematic in approach to the conference season and the election in campaign. We think that the election are less than a year away, and we expect to have a very good conference for which we have started planning. The comrades are going to be in high energy and are going to be out in their numbers this year. We will be having it early, said the General Secretary, noting that Sunday, September 15 is being eyed for the public session. We are in the conference season. We are at the tail end of the divisional conference, after which we will be going into constituencies in July and August and finish with the annual conference in September. The party has been working in its strategics towards the conference and election, said Campbell, lightening the strategy to build a house. All right, so you hear that? Two party them a gear up themselves, people. Leading up to the local government election, opinion poll had put both the JLP in a statistical dead heat. We had to lay a foundation. We had to build a building, then complete the roof, and then fit it things. After which you sweep out the house and get ready to move in. We are in that stage of the fine-tuning our proposal, and we have to pivot to show the difference between the PNP and the JLP government, holding them accountable for their failures, he stated. By natural design, they are going into election conference. When you look at the proximity of the due date for the election, it is different approach. If you think the election is 11 months away versus 3 months away, and the heightening political temperature that I am seeing now cannot be sustained for much longer, Crawford said on Friday. According to him, the PNP has to be campaigning in preparation for the announcement. So what I am seeing suggests to me that the government are seeking a window anytime soon because we have our responsibility to be prepared. The PNP will have to be in constant campaign because it does not have the ability to tell whether it is tomorrow or June. And you know, and you don't want to predict June, and it is tomorrow, he told the Sunday Gleaner. He expected to see increased support for the PNP, which he would like to see translated into a large conference. And the JLP said would have to respond because the numbers count. So here we have it, people. Both parties are in high gear. Yes, I think it is less than a year away. I am looking at next year. This is just my own observation. I think after they finish both conferences, December will go. So between January, February, they're not going to call it January. They're not going to call it January. Neither are they going to call it February. So I am looking from March down to July of next year for right half there. Why would you call it January after New Year celebration and everybody? I don't know. I would even say February downward. That's where it is coming. But it will be before next year, September. That's what I am thinking. So I know it's way off, but it's just that we are preparing ourselves for any eventuality. So you can leave your views, you can leave your comments, what you think about it. When you think it would be called, yes, everybody can make a comment, make a guess. So, you know, we can be wrong too. They may just take way off guard and call it next month. We never know. They could just say next month. Oh, so them I think say next year. We just whap it pan them. So you know what you have to do? Make sure you're in a state of readiness at all time. Alright? Remember to like, share, and to subscribe to the channel. Life with Jennifer JM. I am your girl, Auntie Jen. I'll catch you next time. Bye.